Make one. Oh, look at the spoons. Look at that. Mike, no. You can't have that water. Your toys. Look at that. So with the Japanese preparing for the 2020 Olympics and the influx of rabid, out of control, and mostly confused foreigners, they're doing a lot to try to prepare for that. And part of that means preparing the infrastructure and also changing the way that they represent themselves. A few things they're doing is they're trying to encourage the onsen or hot spring owners to allow people with tattoos to enter, because a lot of foreigners have tattoos, and that's a big deal outside of Japan. But of course, in Japan, having tattoos is still considered a bit of a taboo, and a lot of the hot springs owners do not allow you to enter if you have a tattoo. That's one thing. Another thing you may have heard of is the manji. The manji is a symbol originally from India. It precedes the Nazi Party by hundreds and hundreds of years. And they're a lot more welcoming than the Nazis. But the symbol looks very much like a swastika. And apparently they're taking this off maps, because on a lot of Japanese maps it'll have this swastika-like symbol, the manji there. And they're taking that off because they don't want to confuse foreigners. So some foreigners have been very surprised, and including myself. The first time I saw a young boy with a swastika right on his chest. Well, not a swastika, but that's what I thought it was at the time. I was like, oh my God, what a weird country. But something I noticed recently is that they're changing the signs at all the train stations. They're making them in English, not just hiragana and kanji. And they're also installing these huge electric signs that announce the train, that make the train announcements in various languages. And they're also adding voices that announce the train announcements in various languages. For example, this one.
黄色い点字ブロックの内側でお待ちください。2番線に電車が来ます。
Please wait behind the yellow guidance tiles. A train is arriving at track number 2.
Now, if you're coming to Japan, or if you're planning to live in Japan, either for the Olympics or for whatever reason, to be honest, you can get by here. This is amazing for me to even say this to you. It sounds unbelievable, but you can get by without any Japanese at all, except for the money. You got to learn how to count the money, right? It's really just difficult. And for some reason, I think a lot of people, they learn that pretty quickly, because when it comes to money, people seem to learn quickly. So besides money, but if you learn the money, then you really need very, very little, a very rudimentary amount of Japanese to get by in Japan. And I've known people who have been longer than me, and I've been here since 92 maybe? And it's almost 30 years. And I've known people who've been here longer than I have who barely speak any Japanese at all. You might say it's ridiculous, and I would agree with. I tend to agree with you that if you're going to live in a country for that long, you should learn the language. You can say out of respect, but also not just out of respect, but because it opens so many doors. You just have so many interesting interactions if you speak a little Japanese. Recently, I've been taking videos of people working, people just doing construction work. And today I found some people working on an old house that apparently was only 30 years old, but it looked ancient. Furui desu ka? Furui? どのぐらい? 300年? 違う。30年? もっと古く見えるね。30年だけ. And after I had the interaction with the workers, there was an old man who was in the truck behind me. He's actually not on video. But he said to me, Nihongo tasha, tasha. And even though I've been here for a long time, and I've heard that word before, it's not a common word, I'd forgotten about it. Anyway, it just goes to show you that even someone like me who's been here a long time, yeah, it doesn't get quite everything. And I had to think about it. Like, yeah, that's right. That means it's some kind of compliment. But I couldn't remember exactly what it meant, and I had to look it up. And the actual meaning just means you're good at something. You're skilled or proficient. Tasha. Anyway, but it was kind of ironic that it was complimenting me with a word that I couldn't quite remember the meaning of, but in context, of course, I knew he was complimenting me, so I just said thank you. And then I said, of course, if you're ever complimented by a Japanese person, you have to remember, you have to say, "Sonna koto nai desu." That's not true at all. And I always tell them, no, I can just do conversational Japanese. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is because another option for you is to get a translating device, and there are a lot of them. If you jump on Amazon, the most expensive one is $17,898, but the good news is that shipping is free. And the cheapest one I've seen is $62.99, and it's on sale, $3 off, and $5 if you use the coupon. But the funny thing is that my friend Chris Rennie, who is on the channel Renman in Japan, made a video about this that he has not uploaded yet. And we actually filmed the video together. But I'm going to show you just a little piece of my video. Hey guys, it's Victor, Gimmeabreakman, Gimmeaflakeman. Oh no, I'm not Gimmeaflakeman anymore. Oh, damn, that hurt. And today we're shouting out a video that's going to come up on this guy's channel. This is Chris from Renman in Japan, and he's got a new contraption today. What is it called? A new
contraption called the One Mini.
It's called the One Mini.
Translator.
And it's not a vibrator.
And so I've only taken out of the box, and I did an update. And so there's many different languages.
How many languages? About
15.
About 15. Okay.
15 languages.
We have a German and a Russian here. So we're going to test it out on German and Russian.
We have some Japanese.
So you will speak English to it, and it will translate to German and Russian, right?
And it's supposed to translate to them.
Why don't you do that first?
So yeah, we'll try.
We'll try German and Russian first.
Sure.
Okay, because they're the English. I mean, I don't think they even understand what I'm saying right now because
yeah. Let's check.
Right.
Check
we got them from the Japanese school down the street. Okay.
Excuse me. Can you take me to the nearest train station?
I'm going to link to his video where he can see what $62.99 will get you. It's humorous, so check it out. The link's in the description and at the end of this video. I'll link to that. But of course, I'm sure there are a lot of free apps, and you can use Google Translation. There are a lot of other apps that you can get. But if you do plan on coming to Japan, I would say if you learn a little Japanese, even if you can't really understand everything that's being said to you, if you learn a little, a few expressions like thank you and please, onegai shimasu, please, and arigatou gozaimasu, you'll see that even that will make your stay much more interesting, and you will see Japanese people's faces light up with the very fact that you went to the trouble to at least learn that. Anyway, if you're coming to the Olympics, good luck. I hope you have fun. And check out the rest of the video. It's linked right after me, right somewhere around here. Okay, Chris Rennie's video. It's about the One Mini translating device. Okay, check it out.